Hi, and welcome to Straight Shot Radio. My name is Johnny Slick, and I'm the owner and head coach at Straight Shot Training. So July 1st of 2019 marked the 2-year anniversary of the launch of the Straight Shot Training program. So I wanted to take this time to, first of all, thank everybody who has been a part of the past 2 years of Straight Shot, be it an athlete on the program, an athlete that I see in person with personal training, or anyone who's ever listened to the podcast or supported Straight Shot in any way, buying t-shirts, giving me advice, other coaches collaborating with me on the programs. I just want to thank all of you for being a part of Straight Shot. It's been an awesome year for us, and I just want to thank all of you before we get going into the little recap I have of what we accomplished last year with Straight Shot, and then where we're headed in this upcoming year with the company. So in the past year with Straight Shot, first of all, Straight Shot isn't just an online functional fitness program. That's part of what Straight Shot is. We also have a Strongman program. We also do mobility and stability programs. But Straight Shot to me is my branding as a personal trainer. So Straight Shot started in January of 2017. And that's kind of when I rebranded myself as a personal trainer as this is Straight Shot Training. So Straight Shot is the culmination of the past 11 years I've been a personal trainer, everything that I've learned and studied with my degree and my certifications, that I was playing around with what did and did not work early on as a trainer and early on with myself as an athlete. And I started finding out that there were different ways of approaching fitness that were more straightforward than the fitness industry around me was leading me to believe, because so much of the fitness industry is business-based. So you need gimmicks, you need fancy toys, you need this and that to try to sell things, which I get, it's part of a business. But what I want to do with Straight Shot was, hence the name, is provide a more straightforward approach to functional fitness. So that started in 2017 with kind of rebranding myself as Straight Shot Training. So for me, when I'm training my clients in person, to me, I don't see it as anything different. I'm still doing Straight Shot with them. It's not the program that we send out online, because that's an online functional fitness program. That's a subscription-based program that we send out, meets the needs of 95 to 99% of people who are doing it. And it's one program that goes out so we can offer affordable functional fitness training that will meet the needs of most people. Same thing when it comes to Straight Shot Strongman. We're looking at the needs of strongman competitors, beginners to amateurs to intermediate. Is mainly who we're working with. So when it comes to in-person training, doing Straight Shot, it is personalized, but I'm still doing the same things that we do in Straight Shot Training with the mobility and the prehab and the strength and the conditioning, and my approach to fitness is the same whether you're with me in person or online. So in the past year, just as a personal trainer, I've been able to grow my in-person clientele to more than 30 individuals a week doing 1 to 4 sessions each. So for those of you who don't know, personal training is my full-time job. Straight Shot is something right now that's supplemental to that, and I'm working on growing. But when it comes to what my job is for the most hours of the week, that would be personal training in-person sessions. So I want to thank everybody who I've gotten the chance to work with in person. I know without a doubt that I have the greatest job in the world for me, and with my personality and with what my passion is, and I'm very grateful for each person that I've been able to have the chance to work with. Sorry if you hear the door creaking, the dog just tried to sneak in. I'm actually hiding out in my son Wesley's room doing the podcast, and here trying to find a quiet spot. Behind the scenes tip, this is actually the second time I've recorded this entire podcast because my computer completely lost the files of the first take of it. So hopefully this will be even smoother this time now that I know what I'm doing. So that's in person. I've been able to grow my personal training business at the YMCA Frederick County and at Shepherd University in Shepherdstown. Now the online program, when we first started that back in 2017, we had a handful of people who had done a free week trial that we had sent out to try to see what people liked about the program, how long it took them, what changes we needed to make. And all of those people who came into Straight Shot after that. Most of them stayed with us for the first year. Actually, most of them are still with us now, people with us for the past 2 years, which is awesome. But along the way, more people have joined the program. So in the first year, we started out with that handful of people right when we launched the program, and we just over doubled that by the time that we finished that first year. So it grew a good bit. We were really happy with that. And this past year, we've had 102% growth with athletes on the online program. So over doubled the amount of people on the program. And that's been awesome to get to work with so many people across the United States and outside the U.S. With the Straight Shot training program online and with Straight Shot Strongman. And it's something that continues to grow, and that makes me super happy as a coach, because one of the main reasons I wanted to start Straight Shot was so that I could work with more people than I physically could in person doing personal training. And I have now over double the amount of people that I see in person. As so many people, well over that is who I am able to train online. So I'm extremely thankful to everyone who has trusted me with their programming through the online programs. Another cool thing that we're starting to do this year is outdoor workouts on the days that most gyms are closed. So think Memorial Day, Labor Day, gyms closed for different reasons. And we would like to still offer people a chance to work out in the mornings before they go out and hang out with their family or do whatever they're doing that day. So Steve Jones and I, he's a fellow trainer at the YMCA, are going to start holding, we actually already did hold our first one. We're going to start doing more of these where we do it's like a pop-up boot camp at a park. Last time we did it was at Baker Park. Actually, I believe I did 2 last year by myself. But Steve and I will now be doing those outdoor boot camps on any time that the gym is closed for a holiday, and we can help you all get a workout in the morning. And it just gives us a chance to connect with people who don't always get to see us at the gym that we work at. So because anybody can come to these pop-up workouts. So we want to start doing those more, and possibly if enough people want to do them, maybe even do them more often than just days that the gym is closed. We could also offer them maybe on weekends or mornings whenever people just want to come and work out with us. Another thing that we did this year with Straight Shot back in 2019, early in 2019, so January of this year, we added Straight Shot Strongman. This program was created by Strongman competitor Andrew Presnell. He created the Straight Shot Strongman program along with myself to help people get into Strongman who train at conventional gyms. So you don't have to be at a Strongman gym to do Straight Shot Strongman. We program it so that you could work out at a YMCA and still get better at Strongman, is with the idea that we want to help you eventually compete. Obviously, if you want to do the program just to get strong, it'll definitely get you really strong, but we would like the people on the program to just jump in and compete as novices and eventually in the open weight classes with Strongman. So we started that back in January, and within 5 months, we had 6 podium finishers between our athletes that are on the program. So 6 podium finishes, first, second, or third at 3 different events. And myself and 3 of the athletes on the program all qualified for the United States Strongman Nationals in 2020 in Ohio. So that was exciting for us, seeing the majority of the people on the program already qualifying for nationals due to how they placed in their weight class. So for us as coaches, that was super exciting, and we're really looking forward to helping these athletes grow and do better at other competitions and continue to train to where we're eventually going to be getting ready to go out to Ohio and compete for a national ranking spot as amateur strongmen in 2020. So really happy with the launch of that program, how it's going. We're definitely looking for more athletes to get on it. You don't have to be super strong to start the program. That's not what it's about. We're not even that strong when you compare us to a lot of other people. It's just about getting stronger and learning the sport. And it's an awesome community when you go to these events and you see how the events are run and how the people help each other out, and how even your competitors are helping you with different lifts, and you can actually take what you're doing in the gym and kind of test yourself with odd objects that you never really get to put your hands on in a normal gym, and it's just an awesome community to be a part of when you go to these events. So if you're interested in Straight Shot Strongman, shoot me a message either at Straight Shot Training on Instagram or Straight Shot Training on Facebook. Shoot me a message and say, hey, I heard about this on the podcast. Can I get a free week of Straight Shot Strongman to see what it's all about? I would love to send you a free week of the program. So thank you for listening today, and just to kind of help you get a little more curious about Strongman and really hopefully help you eventually compete in it, because that would be awesome. Moving on, last year we produced our first episode of something we're calling Strength Sessions, which was an episode for Instagram TV and YouTube. This is where we work with an athlete through a problem that they're having and give them ideas of how to resolve it. So our first episode, the only one that we've done so far, recently we did one with Bailey, who is on the Straight Shot Strongman program. She has some issues with stability in the bottom of her squat, and a large strength difference between her box squat and her free squat, or just regular back squat. So we went through the different ways to activate hip flexors in the bottom of the squat, why it's important to have good active hip flexion in the bottom of your squat, how it adds to stability and helps keep you safe at the bottom of your squat position and help you squat more weight. So that whole episode's about 20 minutes long up on YouTube and Instagram TV. It's broken up into 3 7-minute episodes. If you want to check that out, we would like to be doing more of those this year. So if you have an issue that you would like to work through on a certain lift, I'm not talking about an injury, probably need to go see your doctor or physical therapist for that first, but if it's something where, man, I'm having trouble with XYZ at the bottom position of my squat, or my setup on my deadlift doesn't feel comfortable because this feels weird, something like that, I would love to help you work through that. Just shoot me a message and say, hey, not sure if you want to use this for a strength sessions episode, but I'm having this issue. You would just need to be willing to be on camera and talk a tiny bit and allow me to do a free session with you in person for us to talk through this. So if that's something you are interested in, again, shoot me a message at Straight Shot Training on Instagram or Straight Shot Training on Facebook. We would like to be doing more of these strength sessions episodes throughout the next year. Next thing, we got our t-shirt. We launched that this past year. It's exciting. Every time I walk into the gym and I see people wearing the Straight Shot shirt, it makes me really happy. I really appreciate all of you who have purchased the shirt. Lots of you who are not even on the Straight Shot Training program, but who come to my classes, or you're my clients, or you just like the shirt because it's a cool logo that my wife designed, and it's a really soft shirt, and they're super durable, so you can work out in them, and they hold up really well, and they look awesome on you all. So I really appreciate everybody who's bought the t-shirts. If you head to straightshottraining.com, click on the store, we have a t-shirt there. And I'll get to that in a second when we get to what's coming up in 2020. But we would like to have some more stuff in the store, so we'll talk about that in a second. First, though, I did want to mention, I'm sure I've said this plenty of times before in the podcast, especially back on the Donuts with Interns episodes, but I work over at Frederick Community College as an adjunct professor, and I help people become personal trainers through this system that the National Academy of Sports Medicine has with FCC. And this year I helped certify 3 new certified personal trainers through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. And the coolest, most rewarding thing to me about this is that I get to help people who are going to eventually help other people, and during the process I get to spread the concepts behind Straight Shot to these people, that then they can take those things and go out and as a trainer formulate their own systems and train people their own way. But some of the stuff that is very important to me, and some of the stuff behind Straight Shot, the concepts behind it, are being carried forward by other people. So it's really cool to get to see some of my ideas and systems with Straight Shot, that watching these people who are new trainers work with their mock clients, or I see some of them now who have gotten jobs at the gym I work at, and watching them do some things that we do in Straight Shot, and some of the ways we approach things. It's been really cool to see other people using that, because it's to me it's a very effective way of training people, and I like people learning new things, and I feel like that there's a few things with Straight Shot that I teach these students in this class that make it easier for them to teach people new things, and hopefully it's rewarding for them as trainers, and super rewarding for the clients that they're working with. If you are interested in that program, so the main course called Essentials of Personal Training meets every spring semester as kind of the capstone class. You have to take prerequisites to get into that class. Now, if you want to do the full personal trainer certificate program through FCC that ends with that certification, that's a one fall, a spring, and a summer, with the summer being your internship. So it's a full year program for you to do that. But if you wanted just to get certified as a personal trainer, if you already kind of know what you're doing when it comes to anatomy, physiology, maybe you have a degree in exercise science, but you just need help passing the certified personal trainer test through the National Academy of Sports Medicine, I can help you get into that Essentials of Personal Training class, and I can just sign off for you to just take that class. You may have to take one other class with it. But if you would like to get your personal trainer certification, I'm the only one who teaches that class, and it's only offered in the spring. I'd love to have you in my class. Again, I know I keep saying it. Shoot me a message, Straight Shot Training on Facebook or Straight Shot Training on Instagram. Shoot me a message if you want to learn more about that program. We are always looking for more future trainers to go through this program, and I'm always looking to help more people succeed as personal trainers, because that's something that I, as a trainer, even in a town where it has a lot of gyms, a lot of personal trainers, and as competitive as I am, as competitive personal training is, I do not think it's a competition when it comes to helping people. I think the more trainers that we have doing good things safely and effectively, the better our community is. So I would love to help you become a personal trainer if that's something you think that you're called to do and that you would enjoy doing, because I absolutely love my job and would not want to be doing anything other than what I'm doing right now. So something else I've gotten to do this year, a little bit, but it's been exciting to be a part of, was helping with the consultation of this gym that's opening up in North Carolina called Kinetics. It's a hybrid physical therapy and performance center, and I was able to work with the owners of that with just some recommendations here and there, and actually watch them go through the process of getting this gym started and keeping up with that. And the consultation part of that has been fun for me as a trainer, because I haven't been on the ground floor of a gym opening before, and that was really cool to have a chance to be a part of that, and honored that they asked me for my advice when it comes to equipment and programming, things like that. So that was definitely fun for me as a trainer this past year. Something else that we did is a little smaller than the growth that we had with the online clients and the amount of in-person clients that I've had this year. Is we also made an Amazon shopping list, which I know doesn't sounds like a lot, but we had some people asking us this year, well, what do I need to do Straight Shot at home? And I took a look at the program, and I see how many people are doing Straight Shot in their home, even though the program's designed to be performed in a gym, because we use barbells and dumbbells and kettlebells and things like that. But there's a lot of people who do this at home. And so I asked them what equipment they had. I know what substitution exercises they've been doing, because when you're on the Straight Shot program, you have access to me as your coach. You can send me a message anytime saying, hey, I don't have a barbell. What do I do in place of a barbell hang clean or a barbell high hang snatch or something like that? So I came up with a shopping list on Amazon that if you go into Amazon, just type in Straight Shot Training, has everything you need to start the program at home. So we're talking the mini bands that we use, the larger bands, a doorway pull-up bar for like $20. I found all the things that were decent quality but also very low cost, so that you could set up your whole home system up for a lot less than you think. We're not talking like huge racks of dumbbells. You just need 1 or 2 sets to get started, 1 or 2 kettlebells to get started. Unless you wanted to use your dumbbells as kettlebells, you could also do that. A couple of bands, a doorway pull-up bar, an inexpensive set of gymnastics rings, and a foam roller and some lacrosse balls. And a lot of the stuff with the program you can do versions of with those implements. So if you feel like you want to start doing Straight Shot, you don't have a gym membership, maybe you don't want to go to a gym, I highly recommend you head over to Amazon, just search Straight Shot Training, and you'll see that list, and it has everything you need to get started. If you need me to pare down that list for you, again, send me a message, say, hey, I only want to spend this much. What's the very, 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 very basics that I need to have to start this program? I have asked some people also ask for body weight stuff. It's been here and there. It's not enough for me to launch like a body weight program, but if that's something that you as a listener feels like that you would want to have just as like a straight shot at home program. I'm always thinking big picture, future straight shot plans. If body weight training is something that you would like to do, or that's kind of the only way you're going to work out is if you work out at home and you don't want to buy any equipment, if that's something you want to do, shoot me a message and just to get some feedback from you all. Is that something that you would like if I launched a bodyweight program? Maybe not an ongoing subscription, maybe just a one-time purchase or one-time download or something like that, just a bodyweight program for those of you who want to work out at home with no equipment. So that wraps up kind of everything that was going on last year. Well, except, oh man, this is funny because I even forgot this in my first recording of this podcast, and I made a note to not forget it in the re-recording, and I almost just did. Kind of big. This past year in January, we used to give away free months here and there as maybe a promotion like over Black Friday, or at our 1-year anniversary last year, we gave anyone who signed up in a certain period of time their first month free of Straight Shot. Well, starting in January of 2019, now everyone gets their first month free of Straight Shots. That's 4.5 weeks of 6 workouts a week for free, just to let you try out Straight Shot. You can cancel at any time without being charged for the next month. You only get charged once you get into that next month of training. So if you are curious about what Straight Shot is, and for most of you who have ever worked out, you can't really see results in 1 week. You can get an idea of what our programming is like, but if you want to start seeing results, you need at least 4 to 6 weeks. So giving you that first month, you should be able to see some results after those first 4 weeks, and hopefully hang on and stick with us for the rest of the program, because that would be awesome to have you training with us at Straight Shot. So yep, first month, always free. And if you have any more questions about that, again, shoot me a message. There's so much stuff that I've run into with when I'm talking to people about Straight Shot that once I start talking to them, I realize, that's kind of a big question you could have asked me before. I don't want you to feel like you can't ask me something about the program. Like, do you think this would work for me if this, and give me whatever your situation is, and I'd love to talk to you about how the program may work for you, or give you recommendations on something else if I think something else would be better for you. But it never hurts to ask. So anytime, even if you want to, the other day I put up something on Instagram about send me videos of your form if you want help with it. I had somebody who's not on the program say, I'm not on your program, can I send you a video of my form on my squat? Yeah, I put it on Instagram so anybody could send me a video. So I'd love to help you out if you have any questions about the program or about your lifts, or anything that's not going to be medical advice. I'm not going to give you that. But if you have some issues with your lifts or anything like that, anytime you want to chat about fitness or nutrition, anything like that, I can't give you too much recommendations unless I'm your trainer, but I would love to help guide you if you shoot me a message, Straight Shot Training, on Instagram or Facebook, or you can always just email me, johnny@straightshottraining.com. So what's coming up in this upcoming year of Straight Shot? So 2019 into 2020, we are now, with the help of Steve Jones, who is doing those outdoor workouts with me. We're going to be doing more of those this year. I already said that. That's coming up for this year. But also, him and I are doing online personalized programming. So it's not up on the website yet, but we're working on that, where you will be able to do personal training with us via us sending you emails and us reviewing your form on Skype or Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, whatever is easiest for us to video with you, doing video chats. But this would be completely personalized to you and the equipment that you have access to at your gym or at your house or wherever you're training. Be everything except for meeting us in person. So the Straight Shot Training program, as I said before, is a subscription-based program that's going to meet the functional fitness needs of 95 to 99% of people. The Straight Shot Strongman program is going to meet the needs of most beginner to amateur strongman, either hopeful competitors or competitors, whereas the online personal programming would be for 100% of people wherever you're at, with whatever equipment you have, at the time you have to train, and your goals, any time constraints around your goals if you're getting ready for something, a race, or we're currently online working with some actors and actresses who are getting ready for certain roles. So that kind of stuff is what we're looking at when it comes to personalized personal training online with Straight Shot. So that'll be coming up. You will get a chance to either work with me or Steve when it comes to your programming. Steve also has a degree like me in exercise physiology, and he has the same certification as me through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So we're really excited to have Steve join the team with us. We also have another coach who is going to be joining us with a free program for you all this fall, and possibly a new program launch in 2020. And this is Delaney Bogner, who was way back in the Donors with Interns episode early on. I can't remember what number that is offhand, but she is now a certified weightlifting coach through USAW, USA Weightlifting, and she's an Olympic lifting competitor herself. She will be doing a free 6-week Olympic lifting program for beginners that we'll be just giving out for free this fall, just to see how people like the program, what they think of it. Same thing whenever we're testing out Straight Shot and Straight Shot Strongman, where we kind of played around with these programs before we launched it. So we're looking at possibly launching Straight Shot weightlifting in January of 2020, if enough people like this 6-week program, or if we may just launch this 6-week program for free in the fall, and then make some changes and make it a 12-week program that we would just sell as just a standalone program in 2020. So we're still working out the details of that, and we need your all's help with it. So if you are interested in Olympic lifting, I would love for you to try out this program this fall. So just kind of stay tuned for that. Maybe follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll be putting out more about that as we get closer to it. If you're not familiar with Olympic lifting, it's clean and jerk and snatch. There's 2 lifts that you compete in. You have to move the most weight you can. You get 3 attempts at the snatch and 3 attempts at the clean and jerk, and your score is your total kilos between those 2 lifts. There's different weight classes that you compete in, and there are competitions all over the place all the time. So Delaney would be heading that up. She would help you find the competition, help you get ready for it, tell you anything that you need to when it comes to tapering or kind of bringing back your training. If we have this as an ongoing program, we'll help people individualize it a little bit as you get closer to competitions. But that's just something that we're looking ahead at, just some ideas. Delaney's been working hard on that behind the scenes, and we'll be excited to launch that 6-week trial this fall and see where it goes from there. Another thing that we've done just in the past couple months, actually, is we launched a 5th day of training to Straight Shot Strongman. So we now have a conditioning day. So you'll be doing very, very short intervals on like the rower or the ski erg or the treadmill, lots of carrying, lots of medicine ball throwing drills, so stuff that's still pretty strongman-ish, but more conditioning minded, because we do almost all strength when it comes to the lifting days, the 4 lifting days you have. So we wanted to add a little bit of conditioning work in for our athletes to make sure they were still well-rounded and healthy people, and making sure their cardiovascular fitness was still maintained while they're working on their strength. So that 5th day that's been added to Straight Shot Strongman doesn't change the price of this program. It's still just $28 a month for Straight Shot Strongman, and we're excited to have a little bit extra to offer the athletes on the program and the future athletes coming into the program. Something else that we just completed that we're about to launch is an update of the Resilient program. Resilient was a mobility and prehab program that I created for people competing in functional fitness who already had programs. They were already following their gym's programming, but they wanted something to help them maybe get more mobile in their squat, or have a better setup position in their deadlift, or a better overhead position. So with Resilient, we approach it from establishing mobility, and then establishing stability in that new range, and then practicing the movement with that new range that you have stability in. So Resilient went out, that was late in 2017, early 2018. So now we've updated Resilient. We're launching Resilient 2.0, which will have updated exercises in it. Still a lot of the similar exercises and approaches that we use in Resilient 1, but with exercises added into that and a little bit of changing of programming to address some things that I thought were missing in the first one. So if you were looking for just a mobility and prehab program, check out Resilient. on our website. It's up there now. Tell you what, though, if you get Resilient now, it's just a PDF download, $28 for 6 workouts that address different lifts, and 4 core like after, we call them after bash sometimes back when I did CrossFit. So stuff that you do after your workout. So we have several core workouts that go along with that program that you can throw in after your gym's programming. So think about warm-ups and core work afterwards, and you do your normal gym's workout in between your Resilient stuff. So if you get Resilient 1 now, shoot me a message, and I'll put you on a list to get Resilient 2.0 for free as a thank you for buying Resilient 1 and being patient with us with Resilient 2.0 coming out. So what is today? Today is the 13th? Yeah, so anytime after today, if you buy... No, 14th. Today's the 14th. Anytime after July 14th, if you buy Resilient 1, you'll be on a list to automatically receive Resilient 2. So I think you're going to get 2 programs for the price of 1 if you do that now before 2.0 comes out. Last thing here, I need a little bit of feedback from you in addition to the feedback about future bodyweight program, but we would like to add new items to the Straight Shot Training store. Right now, we just had the t-shirt. We've had some people asking for hats, and we've had some people asking for women's racerback shirts. So if you have an idea of, hey, I would like to wear this with a Straight Shot shirt on it, like short of us doing like Straight Shot Training Daisy Dukes or crop tops for men, I think that we can see what we can do when it comes to this store and adding some new items to it, because we've had some people ask for it. So shoot me a message, say, hey, I want to see the logo on this. I want a Straight Shot trucker hat. I want a Straight Shot racerback tee, something like that. We would love to put into our store and add that on there. So I really appreciate you all taking the time to listen today. I'm really excited about what's happening with Straight Shot right now. There's some more stuff that I can't talk about that's coming up with Straight Shot that I think I'm excited about this stuff. I'm like twice as much excited, like 3 times as much excited about some stuff that's coming up. I would love to share with you all, but I can't right now, so hang on for that. But really, really thankful for everyone who's listening to this, who's ever listened to the podcast, everyone on the program who trusts me with their coaching. I do not take that for granted. I don't take that responsibility lightly as a coach. I'm very thankful that I get to train so many people who I don't even get to see. I wish I could see all of you, but it's really cool that I'm not limited by location to be able to share with people what I'm passionate about. And then the people who come in to see me every day as clients, I have, like I said before, I have the greatest job in the world for me, and I love every second of getting to go to work. I don't think that I have to get up and I have to go to work. I get up and I think I get to go to work, and that's something that I know not everybody has, and so I feel extremely privileged to have the job that I do as a trainer, and then almost like a sense of like duty to give back to everyone I get to work with, much more than what they're paying for in my coaching is what I want to do, just because I have an extremely blessed job. So thank you all so much for trusting me as your trainer, trusting me as your coach, in person, online. Thank you so much for listening. I hope your workouts go great this week, and have a great week, everybody.